So imagine a sports competition where there is nobody that can compete on your level. For me, in my twisted imagination, let me have my dreams. This happens every time I step onto the track. Even though I can barely walk a mile, let alone run a mile, something transformational happens when I step on that track. All of a sudden, I am in the Olympics and I am running the 100-mile dash, racing to the finish line, and I'm giving it everything that I have. And then I glance back and there's that slowpoke Jackie Joyner Kersey. She looks like a speck in the distance. And she's really struggling to catch up with me, but it is way too late. I've slaughtered her. I've put her record to shame, and I claimed the gold medal. When you authentically integrate who you are with your marketing mix, it's like you're running in a race where even the fiercest competitors cannot touch you. And the reason why no one can compete with you is because no one can compete with who you are. This is what I call the ultimate competitive advantage. People, businesses, your competitors, they can try to emulate you, but if you put your heart and your soul and your essence into your company, then what you have, that certain je ne sais quoi, that can't be replicated. That's who you are. Science tells us that DNA wise, we're all about 99.9% the same. The stuff that's inside of DNA, I don't know what it is. I'm not a scientist, but that stuff is all pretty much the same. It doesn't really vary too much. The difference is in the genomes. There are more than 3 million differences between the genomes inside of my body and my DNA than the genomes inside of yours. 3 million differences. 3 million, that's a lot. Similarly, when you think about businesses, no matter how much you think you're different, no matter how different you think your products are and your services are, they probably don't vary too much from your competitions, at least not from the customer's perspective. From the customer's perspective, you're probably about 99.9% the same. The differentiating factor then, it's you. Simple. You. Your ability to communicate, your ability to show customers who you are, your ability to somehow blend authenticity into your marketing activities. That is what's going to separate you from the crowd. That is your 3 million genome difference between you and your competition. Gary Vee is a really great example of this. I call him Gary Vee because I never can say his last name, and out of respect to him, I do not want to mess it up. But he's the guy from the TV, the online TV shows, the Wine Library TV. And he really is a great example of somebody that is showing off who he is. With what he does. Now, I don't know how many wineries there are in the United States, but I would guess there's probably quite a few of them, and that's just the people that are selling the good stuff. In some places, there are liquor stores and spirit stores on every corner. Businesses that serve this market are a dime a dozen. There are a lot of them out there. But when Gary Vee took over his family business, he was determined to insert who he was into that business and into his web strategy. He knew that that was the one thing, or one of the things, that would separate it and that would separate him from the competition. As a result, his business grew. It took off substantially. There's some pretty amazing statistics about his growth. But to get those results, he had to do something different, and he had to show off who he was. If you take a look at one of his videos, you understand exactly what I mean. He's entirely himself.
Which any wine geek can agree. Every wine geek can't agree on anything. Everybody agrees that whether you love them or not, nobody hates Riesling that really loves wine. It's unbelievable that a Riesling never, outside of being a dessert wine, ever scores 97, 98, 99, and 100 points is insanity to me. Insanity. top notch.
So if you're looking at this video, what you notice about Gary Vee is that nobody else can replicate that. He's screaming, he's excited, he's all over the place. He's uniquely himself. And millions of viewers every single week love him for that. And there's no reason why you can't bring that same model of authenticity into your marketing strategy. And it doesn't have to be anything that's just over the top. It just has to be you. You don't have to, if getting in front of the video and talking is not your thing, then don't do it. That completely contradicts the purpose of being authentic. Being authentic means finding ways to express yourself online and to express who you are that fits who you are. Finding ways to take that dull, lackluster website and breathe some life into it. It's a living, breathing element. Let visitors know that you're real and that they can reach out to you and that they can touch you. Let them get to know you as a person. Give yourself permission to organically weave your personal passion into your marketing strategy. No one, no matter how clever their own marketing strategy is or how wide the width of their wallet is, nobody can compete with that.